Off, temperatures were just around the freezing mark into the afternoon. We will climb up to an above average 5 for Toronto, 3 for Newmarket. But yes, generally variable clouds in the sky will be seen. As we take a look at this next incoming system, it's going to bring snow, rain and ice to parts of Ontario. So let's first talk about the snow. The heaviest swath is really going to be in areas north of Toronto over towards eastern Ontario. But for Toronto, this system could be starting off as a little bit of slushy snow. So let's take you through tomorrow. Today, quiet and cloudy. Let's get that out of the way. Through tomorrow morning, we've got the commute seeing some wet roads here around Hamilton, Toronto, starting off as slushy snow. There is going to still again be a swath, though, that sees some freezing rain and possibly some ice pellets as we get to the mid-morning and afternoon hours. So think Fergus, Kitchener-Waterloo, up towards Owen Sound. A lot of areas along the shores of Lake Ontario will transition to rain before we then get another quick shot of snow as the system exits out of the area really through Friday. The rainfall forecast 5 to 10 millimeters, generally speaking, a little heavier down towards Niagara. And then the more important freezing rain forecast for travel here, 2 to 5 millimeters. Kitchener-Waterloo, as I mentioned, Orangeville, seeing about 2 to 5 millimeters. So just could slick up those roads again for us. Now taking a look at our forecast conditions in through Thursday, you've got 2 degrees in Toronto, 0 for Whitby. So it's going to be cloudy once again with this messy weather on tap. It exits out really through Friday though. So overall a better day. Network. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. Oh, can't even say my name right. 3 things you need to know. Mild and cloudy on this hump day for you. A messy system is approaching. I'll detail that. And Canada's winter report card. Where are we sitting in terms of snowfall so far? Because we do have the cloudy conditions, but it is going to be mild into the afternoon. And I will say, if you need to get things done outside, do it today, because we have a system moving in more moisture for our Thursday. Starts as early as 6 a.m. here. You can see a snapshot of blue. That is some snow to start off for Hamilton, Oakville, Toronto as well. As we get into the afternoon hours, a transition over to some mixing and rain along the shorelines here of Lake Ontario, especially around St. Catharines and getting into Toronto too. But you go towards Mount Forest, Fergus, Waterloo, Orangeville, could see some freezing rain and ice pellets through a good chunk of the morning, and then a transition over to some snow as this system departs through Friday. And Friday, less moisture, so it's kind of winding down through the day. But I think Friday morning still is going to be a little bit messy on the roads. Taking a look at the freezing rain threat here, darker pink, we'll see the most of it, 2 to 5 millimeters. So certainly slick, glazed sidewalks into Thursday. And then the rainfall heaviest in our darker greens, Toronto's probably sitting at about 5 to 10 millimeters, because you're also going to see some mixing and possibly a little shot of under 2 centimeters of snow. But what's interesting is that you go just north of Toronto, not that far, and you're looking at about 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. And then eastern Ontario, certainly looking at heavier amounts. Now, as we look at our temperature forecast through Thursday, yes, it's going to be cloudy, but here's why we're seeing the mixing around Toronto and Oakville. It's because we're around 2 degrees. So it's just another kind of very untypical January system, because we have not been that cold. But the cold air is coming for us. Really into next week, we are going to get back to seasonal, if not below.